The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
Awamori, you say. Under a sky bursting with stars. Count me in. That's going straight to the top of my bucket list.
You and me both.
Our listener this week is way ahead of the curve. Okinawa is calling to them, and not just for the typical reasons. Let's dive deep into this listener's request and see what we can uncover.
Let's do it.
All right, so beaches are definitely on the agenda, but not just any beaches. Pristine beaches, which I'm assuming means crystal clear water, amazing snorkeling, that sort of thing.
Absolutely. They want the full experience, pristine beaches, a taste of authentic Ryukyu culture, and to get up close and personal with Okinawa's unique marine biodiversity. Basically, they want more than just a generic island getaway. They're looking for something special.
Way more than just a beach vacation. They're looking for that perfect blend of relaxation and adventure with a healthy dose of cultural immersion thrown in. They even specifically mentioned island life.
That's what's so fascinating about Okinawa. It's not just one island, It's actually an archipelago.
An archipelago, okay, so we're talking multiple islands? How many are we talking, like a handful or?
Over 160 islands, to be a little more precise.
Wow, 160 islands.
It's a chain that stretches for hundreds of miles, closer to Taiwan than it is to mainland Japan.
Wow, see, this is what I love about these deep dives. You start with a simple listener request, and the next thing you know, you're learning about island chains off the coast of Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Okinawa. So what you're saying is, because it's an archipelago, it's got its own unique vibe.
It definitely does. For centuries, this was the Ryukyu kingdom. Independent and incredibly proud, with a culture as vibrant and colorful as the coral reefs that surround the islands.
Okay, wait, rewind for a second. Did you say kingdom? As in kings and queens and castles?
You got it. Castles, absolutely. We'll get to those in a minute.
I'm already hooked.
It's not quite the same as mainland Japan with samurai and all that. The Ryukyu kingdom had their own distinct warrior class called Peshin.
Peshin. Okay, you're going to tell me more about those guys.
Think elite martial artists, masters of the sai. That three-pronged weapon you often see in martial arts movies. Yeah, that one. It's a small example, but it goes to show how different their history is from mainland Japan. And because of that, they have a really unique culture.
That's fascinating. All right, so we've established that Okinawa has some serious historical and cultural depth. But let's get back to those beaches our listener is dreaming about. They specifically mentioned Pristine, which makes me think they're looking for something off the beaten path. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. They're definitely after those secluded, unspoiled beaches that you don't find on those crowded postcards.
Exactly. So where would you send someone who's looking for that kind of experience in Okinawa?
Well, if we're talking picture-perfect beaches, we have to jump over to Miyako Island. Have you heard of Yonaha Maihama Beach?
I can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's what dreams are made of powder-soft sand, and the water is so clear and blue that you can see straight down for what feels like forever.
That sounds incredible. Is it hard to get to?
Not at all. It's consistently ranked as one of Japan's most beautiful beaches, but it's large enough that even with its popularity, you can still find your own little slice of paradise.
Okay, you had me at powder soft sand. Book me a flight. But before we get too sidetracked by stunning beaches, our listener was also really interested in experiencing authentic Ryukyu culture. And I don't think they're talking about those little tourist trap gift shops either.
Right. They want the real deal, the heart and soul of Okinawa.
Exactly. So how do you even begin to experience something like that?
Close your eyes for a second and imagine this. You're strolling through Naha's Makishi Public Market. The energy's buzzing. Locals are bantering back and forth. The day's catch is on full display. And the aroma of all those local spices just swirling around you.
Oh, I can almost smell it now.
That's Ryukyu culture, alive and breathing.
Okay, I'm getting chills. That's incredible.
Or, how about this? Picture yourself standing on the ramparts of Shiryo Castle as the sun sets. You can practically hear the walls whispering tales of kings and kingdoms past. That's how you connect with the soul of Okinawa.
See, those are the kinds of experiences that stay with you long after the tan lines have faded. Memories you'll cherish forever.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered pristine beaches, we've talked about experiencing the culture, but there's one more thing our listener mentioned. They're totally captivated by Okinawa's marine life. What makes it so special?
Okay, get ready for this. Okinawa's underwater world is like stepping into a kaleidoscope.
Seriously.
The coral reefs there are outrageously diverse. We're talking over 400 types of coral alone.
Wait, 400?
400. It's mind-blowing. And you know what's even more amazing? The reefs are showing resilience against coral bleaching, which is something that most reefs around the world just can't claim.
That's incredible. It's like a beacon of hope for coral reefs everywhere. Okay, so we're not just talking pretty fish here. This is like next-level marine biodiversity. Where do you even begin to experience something like that?
If you really want to immerse yourself in that kind of underwater magic, you need to head to the Kurama Islands.
The Kurama Islands, got it. Where are those in relation to the main island?
They're just west of Okinawa's main island, a short ferry ride away. Imagine diving into crystal clear waters and being surrounded by a kaleidoscope of life. Neon-colored reef fish darting in and out of the coral, graceful sea turtles gliding effortlessly through the water.
It sounds absolutely magical.
And if you're really lucky, you might even spot a manta ray or two.
Don't tease me with manta rays. That's it. I'm booking a one-way ticket to Okinawa as soon as we wrap up here. Seriously, you've convinced me. Okay, dear listener, you've heard us rave about all the amazing things Okinawa has to offer. Now it's time for you to decide what speaks to you most. Will it be unearthing the mysteries of ancient castles, the tranquility of finding your own secluded beach, or the awe-inspiring experience of diving into a vibrant coral wonderland? The choice is yours.
That's the beauty of Okinawa. You don't have to choose just one.
He's absolutely right. Imagine this. You spent your day exploring ancient ruins, feeling the weight of history seep into your bones, and now you're kicking back on a white sand beach, the sun warming your skin, the taste of fresh sashimi and local awamori still lingering on your tongue. As the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple you can't even imagine, you take a sip of that awamori and think, yeah, this is the life. That's the magic of Okinawa waiting for you.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.